Hello students, I'm Dr. Prakash. Welcome you all for the online class on cash flow statement. In this class, I will explain how to work out the problems on cash flow statement as per Accounting Standard 3 under indirect method. So here we have a problem on the preparation of cash flow statement. It's from May 2016 examination, and here the balance sheets of a company for the last 2 years are given to you in the problem. The balance sheets of ABC Limited as on 31st March 2014 and 2015 are given below. Under liabilities, we have share capital, 9% preference share capital, general reserve, profit and loss account, creditors, bills payable, and provision for taxation. Under assets, we have goodwill, land and building, plant, stock, debtors, bills receivable, and cash. And we have the adjustments related to the dividends paid worth rupees 40,000, depreciation written off during the year 31st March 2015 on land and building 40,000 and plant 20,000, and provision for taxation made during the year 2015 was rupees 90,000. So here we are asked to prepare cash flow statement as per Accounting Standard 3 under indirect method. So for the preparation of cash flow statement, first we have to prepare the ledger accounts for the adjustment items. So here the first adjustment is dividend paid, and it will be adjusted in the cash flow statement directly. Dividends will be paid out of profits of the company, and therefore it should be added to the profit of the current year under first part of cash flow statement, that is cash flow from operating activities. And then dividends will be paid to the shareholders, therefore it will also come under cash flow from financing activities. So in that category, we have to deduct the dividends paid worth rupees 40,000 because it results in outflow of cash from the company. The second adjustment is depreciation written off during the year 31st March 2015. It affects both land and buildings account as well as plant account. Therefore, we need to prepare the ledger accounts for land and building as well as plant account. And the third one is provision for tax made during the year 2015 was rupees 90,000. So this will affect provision for taxation account. Therefore, we have to prepare the ledger account for provision for taxation. Now let us classify the assets and liabilities into current assets and current liabilities, non-current assets and non-current liabilities. So here the components of current assets are stock, debtors and bills receivable, whereas cash will be adjusted at the end of the cash flow statement. Coming to current liabilities, there are two components, creditors and bills payable. Coming to non-current assets, land and building and plant are non-current assets, whereas goodwill is an intangible asset and it should be adjusted in the profit and loss account. That is, there is a decrease of 50,000 in the value of goodwill that should be considered as goodwill written off during the year 50,000. Coming to non-current liabilities, we have share capital, 9% preference share capital and general reserves. So general reserves will be adjusted in the profit and loss account. So there is an increase of 60,000 in general reserves, which we have to consider it as transfer made to general reserves during the current year 60,000. Then the current year profit is 36,000. You can see in the balance sheet, the profit and loss account opening balance is 60,000 and closing balance is 96,000. That indicates that during the current year, the company has made a profit of rupees 36,000. Now let's move on to the ledger accounts that are going to be prepared for the preparation of cash flow statement. The first ledger account is for land and buildings account. So first we have to record the opening and closing balances. Opening balance is 4 lakhs and closing balance is 3,40,000. Then we have depreciation written off on land and buildings worth rupees 40,000 in the second adjustment. That should be adjusted here, that is by adjusted profit and loss account 40,000. Then We have to close the ledger account. On the debit side, we will get 4 lakhs. We have to enter the same amount on the credit side, 4 lakhs, and we will get a balance of rupees 20,000 on the credit side. So any closing balance in non-current asset account should be transferred to cash account. So here buy cash indicates that cash is coming into the business. Therefore, it should be considered as sale of land and building, and it results in inflow of cash for the company. Then the second ledger account we have to prepare here is plant account. In the plant account, first we have to transfer the opening balance and closing balances, that is 1,60,000 and 4 lakhs. Then we have to adjust the depreciation written off on plant worth rupees 20,000, that should be debited to profit and loss account. Then we have to close the ledger account. On the credit side, we will get 4,20,000. We have to enter the same amount on the debit side, 4,20,000, and we will get a balance of rupees 2,60,000 on the debit side. That closing balance should be transferred to cash account, and that amount should be considered as purchase of plant. So because it results in outflow of cash, therefore we have to treat it as purchase of plant by the company. Then the third ledger account, provision for taxation account. So provision for tax is a liability item, therefore opening balance we have to enter it on the credit side and closing balance on the debit side, that is 80,000 and 1 lakh respectively. Then we have provision for tax made by the company during the year is 90,000. So that should be debited to profit and loss account, therefore by adjusted profit and loss account 90,000 we have to record. Then we have to close the ledger account. On the credit side we will get 1,70,000. We have to enter the same amount on the debit side, 1,70,000. Then we will get a balance of rupees 70,000 on the debit side. That closing balance should be transferred to cash account. So here tax account is debited and cash account is credited. That happens when the company pays the income tax. So here the income tax is paid by the company, and therefore it results in outflow of cash from the company. Now let's move on to the preparation of cash flow statement as per accounting standard 3 under indirect method. So here in the first part we have to record the cash flow from operating activities. So it starts with net profit during the year. As I already said, the net profit is 36,000 for the current year. Then we have to add the items that are usually debited to the profit and loss account of a company. So here in the ledger accounts we have debited depreciation written off on land and buildings, depreciation written off on plant, and provision for tax for the current year. So that is 40,000, 20,000 and 90,000. Then in the balance sheet we have general reserves, which is increased by rupees 60,000 compared to the previous year. That we have to treat it as transfer to general reserves during the current year. Then on the asset side we have goodwill, which is reduced by 50,000. So that should be considered as goodwill written off by the company. Then we have an adjustment of dividends paid, 40,000, that should be adjusted. Then we have to add decrease in current assets and increase in current liability, as it results in inflow of cash for the company. So we have one item under that head, that is creditors, which are increased by rupees 56,000. Therefore, the total of that comes to 3,56,000. That should be added to the net profit of the current year. That comes to 3,92,000. Then we have to adjust by deducting increase in current assets and decrease in current liabilities. So we have stock, debtors and bills receivables, which are increased during the year by rupees 64,000, 80,000 and 20,000. And we have one current liability item which is decreased, that is bills payables, which are decreased by 8,000. So the sum total of that comes to 1,72,000. From 3,92,000 we have to deduct 1,72,000, and the resulting balance we are going to get is 2,20,000. Then we have to deduct income tax paid by the company, that is 70,000, and the remaining balance we are going to get is 1,50,000. That should be considered as net cash inflow from operating activities. So here we have got positive value, therefore we have to consider it as net cash inflow. Then the second part of the cash flow statement is for recording cash flow from investing activities. So here we have items related to non-current assets, that is from land and building account we have one entry related to cash, and from plant account we have one entry related to cash. In land and buildings account we have buy cash account 20,000 that results in inflow of cash for the company, whereas purchase of plant results in outflow of cash from the company worth 2,60,000. The sum total of that comes to minus 2,40,000. It should be recorded within the brackets, that indicates that it is net cash outflow from investing activities. The third part of the cash flow statement is for recording cash flow from financing activities. So here the items related to non-current liabilities are to be recorded. That includes issue of share capital. So share capital of the company has been increased by rupees 2,16,000. That results in inflow of cash for the company 2,16,000. And there is a decrease in the value of 9% preference share capital by rupees 1 lakh, which we have to consider it as a redemption of 9% preference share capital, that is minus 1 lakh. And we also have an adjustment related to dividends paid worth rupees 40,000 that results in outflow of cash. Since dividends are paid to the shareholders of the company, it will come under cash flow from financing activity. The sum total of that comes to 76,000. That is net cash inflow from financing activities. Now we have to add the total of part 1 net cash flow from operating activities, then second one net cash flow from investing activities, and third one net cash flow from financing activities, A plus B plus C. So that comes to minus 14,000. That should be treated as net decrease in cash during the year. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ minus 14,000 ಅಂತ, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ net decrease in cash during the year. So for that we have to add the opening balance of cash as per the balance sheet, that is 50,000, so as to get the closing balance of cash of rupees 36,000. So ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಮೇಲೆನೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ 50,000 ಇದೆ, ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ 36,000 ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗಲೇ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಬೈ 14,000. ಆ 14,000 ಹೇಗೆ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಈ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬಹುದು. Okay, with this I'll conclude this problem. Thank you.